Hello, all you coin collectors out there, and welcome again to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we have a 1960 coin from Canada. It's a 25-cent proof light coin. So the Royal Canadian Mint did not produce um, proof sets in 1960, but they did produce these coins which they called proof light coins. These are special coins struck at the mint, and they have what's called a brilliant relief on a brilliant field. And they weren't intended for circulation. They were actually put into protective envelopes in packaging so that you could tell the difference. So they weren't generally circulated. What'll happen sometimes is you'll get one that's been taken out and put into another container, and sometimes these are really hard to tell the difference. But this one is just a beauty, and you can see all the colors and everything from it. You can see the lines, you can just see how it's been polished. And again, um, if you put your pen down, you can see your pen in there. So this is a proof light coin, and it makes a huge difference. I'm going to show you a coin from 1956, which is not a proof light coin, but had very little circulation. And if you put these two together, you can just see. So this is a circulated 56, and this is the 60 proof Litecoin, and you can just see they've just changed up, and it's kind of unfair with the lighting. But if we tip it like this, you can see that this is reasonably good condition. It could be polished up a little bit, I suppose, but this did go into circulation, and this one will never ever look like this one, no matter how new this one was. But sometimes you get a little bit of um, a question from the coin collectors and coin dealers when they find a coin like this and they're not sure whether it's a brilliant AU um, or it's a brilliant uncirculated, or in other words, a UN, I mean BUNC, brilliant uncirculated, which is what a proof light coin would be, um, or it is a almost uncirculated. In this case, this is a what's called a proof light coin from 1960. Goes for about $7, so it's a huge premium on it. You can see when it's in the packaging, it gets like this kind of coloring on it, and there's really nothing to do about that. And some dealers say, well, that's how we can tell that it's a an honest coin. And look at the back of this one. It says Canada here, 25 cents here, in between the caribou horns, and 1960 here. And then on this one, you can actually see the caribous. Let's see if we can get a little different line on the neck. And you notice how the color changes depending on how we um, magnify it and how we set the light. And so you can actually see the folds coming down the neck and the fur, the eyes, the ears. So this coin is worth about $7. A regular 1960 is worth somewhere in the $3+ range. And if you get an almost uncirculated 1960, you might get $5 to $6 for it. If you're looking for the values on these, a lot of times I look at Numista, but then I go straight to Coins in Canada. COINSANDCANADA, and you type in the year and they will give you the information, most of the information that you need. All right. What kind of information do we have on this one? Well, we don't know how many proof light coins were made. We know that in 1960 they made 22.8 million of these 1960 quarters or 25-cent pieces, but we do not know how many of them were made in the brilliant uncirculated or proof light coins. We do know there is one error variety, and the error variety actually goes to whether the front lines up directly with the back. And if you see this one, I guess the best way to do it is to go from here to here. And sometimes when you go from here to here on these coins, you'll see that the caribou is off about 15 degrees. This one is not off 15 degrees, but if you flip it over and the caribou is at an angle and not straight up and down, then you'll know that this might be one of the error coins. It's called a 15-degree rotation die error. All right. What does it say on the front? Elizabeth II, Dea Gratia Regina. Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen. The front engraving is, of course, the Mary Gillick first portrait of Queen Elizabeth when she's 27 years old. In the back engraving is the Emmanuel Otto Hahn caribou engraving, which has just been gone on forever in Canada. They still have these on the back of their quarters. All right, that's all we have today from DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Have a great day, and we'd love to have you subscribe to our channel.